Are you trying to furnish or decorate your apartment, but on a budget? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you how I got free furniture and made $600 in the process all in 1 week. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Joelle, the Everyday Avant-Garde. Go ahead and hit subscribe and that notification bell if you haven't already, and let's jump in. All right, so this episode is all about manifesting and getting furniture for free and making money in the process if you're interested in doing that. A lot of times when people talk about manifesting, or people that are into manifesting, they are expecting that money or things will just sort of fall into their lap and magically they'll be blessed with all this abundance. And while that can happen sometimes, I personally believe when you take a little bit of action and initiative, it calls forth way more stuff. And even if you're not into manifesting or you think it's woo-woo or whatever, it doesn't matter. This process of what I'm going to explain in this video of what I did, it can work with anyone. And it's great if you are on a budget or you just want to do things cheaply or affordably, more sustainably, whatever. So this is going to be kind of like a bit of a how-to video, but it's also going to be kind of a story time with Joelle as well. And also before I continue with the story, I will be mentioning 2 specific websites or things from the internet that were totally crucial in navigating this process. The first is OfferUp. Which if you don't know, it's a app where you can post things and resell them. If you, for example, if you have a piece of furniture and you don't want to give it to the thrift store, you can post it on there and you can set whatever price you want. And then it's called OfferUp because people can offer what they want to pay. They can either give you what you're asking for, or maybe they'll give you a lower price, and it's up to you if you want to negotiate. Anyways, it's a really cool app and it's great for finding, if you want to find free furniture or not, well, sometimes they actually do post things on there for free. But if you want to find furniture that's affordable, it's a really great resource, and there's a lot of different kind of options. Some are new, some are vintage, all kinds of ranges of all different quality you can imagine. The second resource that I will be mentioning in this video is Buy Nothing Group. And I probably will do a whole nother video on just things I've acquired from this group. But if you have never heard of it before, it's essentially a group I use one on Facebook. I'm not sure if they have a website, but if you're on Facebook, you can just search whatever neighborhood you're in or city, Buy Nothing. So I'm in San Diego. There's a general San Diego Buy Nothing group, and then there's also one that's specific to my neighborhood, which is very convenient. And so everybody that's in the group is in within a mile proximity. What Buy Nothing group is again, if you are decluttering your house and you have, say, a bag full of clothes that you were gonna, they don't fit and you just want to give them away. Instead of taking it again to a thrift shop, you can post it in Buy Nothing and describe what the item is, and then your neighbors, can say oh yeah, if it was something you were just gonna give away to the thrift store anyways, why not give it to your neighbor down the street? Makes sense to me, right? And there are all kinds of cool things that people post to give away on Buy Nothing all the time. You could not imagine. I've seen furniture, food. One time a lady even posted an engagement ring, pet supplies, toys for your kids. It doesn't matter. It's all kinds of stuff. And it's great because you're giving stuff within your community, which I think that's just also really nice, as opposed to, again, giving it to a Goodwill that can be kind of ethically questionable. And it's kind of a nice way to meet your neighbors. But I won't go off on too long of a tangent about Buy Nothing, but it is a really great resource where you can find awesome stuff, and again, for free. It's been so helpful for me when I've gone through things that I'm decluttering or getting rid of. I post it, what I want, what I'm getting rid of on Buy Nothing, and literally within that day or the next couple days, somebody just drives right up and takes the stuff away. I don't even have to go anywhere. All right, so now that I've explained what OfferUp and Buy Nothing are, the story will make a little bit more sense. When my husband and I moved into our apartment about a year ago, when we came in, we really had very minimal furniture. We had a bed, 2 nightstands, a dresser, and I think that was it. We really did not have very much furniture, and we were also very much on a budget. We really didn't have money to be buying a whole bunch of new furniture. It all started with this dresser. So This is a dresser that I've had since I was a teenager, and it actually used to be a different color. This was a dresser I DIY'd. And if you're interested in knowing how I did it, it was super easy. I simply sanded it. I mixed some white paint with some water. I brushed it with it so you could see the wood grain through. I used some painter's tape to tape some little triangle shapes and then painted the solid white in the triangles and spray painted the handle. That's it. I loved this dresser. I think it looks super cute. And for a very long period of time, it was serving its purpose for me. However, when we moved into the new apartment, it was extremely heavy and the sizing of the drawers just wasn't as efficient for me, like with my clothes and stuff. It wasn't functioning the way I needed it to at the time. And so I wanted to get a new dresser. So what I decided to do was to post the dresser on OfferUp, and I posted it for $150, which I think is a pretty fair price, especially considering all the extra work I'd put into it, making it look cute. I figured I could use that money from, if it sold, I could use that money into purchasing a dresser I would like more. So yeah, a couple days within posting it, somebody was interested and they came and purchased it. And I got $150 for it. Awesome. But now I didn't have a dresser. So thankfully, like literally that same day, somebody posted on the Buy Nothing group that they were giving away a free dresser and they were moving that day and it just had to go ASAP to whoever could just pick it up first. And I happened to be available to pick it up. And so I came and I got it. And I don't have a photo of it, but it looked something like this. And it's okay, like it was all right, but it wasn't like my dream dresser, like what I was really like wanting, or like if I had more money, what I would have selected for myself. But I figured, you know what, it's okay, like I'll just use that one for now. So then what I decided to do with that one was I thought I'll post this one on OfferUp and I'll use it while it's posted. And then once it sells, I'll use that money to find the dresser that I want to get. I ended up posting the dresser for $150, same price as the other one, and because it was in really good condition. There was nothing wrong with it. And that one sold right away. At this point, I had sold 2 dressers. I made $300 and I still don't have a dresser. But y'all, literally that same day or maybe the next day after we had sold that dresser, that last one for $150, my husband scored another dresser from our Buy Nothing group for free. And this dresser was exactly what I wanted. This is the one I was gonna take my $300 profit from the 2 dressers and I was gonna go to IKEA and buy this dresser because it was exactly what I wanted for my space, had enough storage, I liked the way it looked, and he got it for free, the exact same one. It was perfect, I couldn't believe it. So yeah, this was a $300 dresser from IKEA that we had gotten for free from the Buy Nothing group. So if you do the math, we made $150 from the first dresser selling, another $150 from the second dresser selling, and then the $300 we saved on this dresser that we would have bought. In total, the amount ended up being $600 because money saved is money earned, right? So yeah, $600. And in that whole process, I not only made that money, but I also got this dresser for free. And the cool thing about this is that by doing these sort of little flips and getting free stuff and holding on to it until the next best thing came around, we were able to fully furnish our apartment for about $100 after the total cost of selling and then repurchasing something different and, just kind of continuing until like upgrading until it got better and better. And so that's insane. To be able to fully furnish your apartment for $100 is like incredible. So I would suggest for anybody that is, again, on a budget, or if you're a DIYer and you're looking for things like to make over and you would rather like search for them online instead of having to hunt around in like thrift shops, OfferUp and Buy Nothing are amazing resources for that. And while our apartment isn't quite at my dream home level yet, it has been slowly getting there due to these tiny incremental changes. And the main takeaway I would like y'all to have from this video is that by doing these small changes and sort of just progressing to the next best thing, and maybe it's not your dream thing, but if it's a step up and it's better, go to that. Because these tiny changes over time, these little progress steps end up becoming big transformations. And this sort of mentality can really apply to anything. For example, if you have a job that you don't like, maybe you see another job and it's not your perfect dream job, but it pays 20% better and the environment is a little better too. Go to that. And then while you're in that one, then look for another better one, just kind of make little better steps. Or like if you want a whole new wardrobe and you can't afford a whole new wardrobe, maybe just invest in like one versatile piece you can wear with a lot of stuff that you feel great in, and, slowly accumulate things and trade out things to maximize your joy and your feel-good energy. You could also very well make a whole business out of just finding free stuff and repurposing it or reselling it. And it is something, honestly, I would really love to do one day. However, it's a little bit difficult in our apartment because we don't have the storage space, but I hope one day when we do have a bigger space and maybe a truck, that is something I just love, like making over furniture. And there's so many like awesome things that a lot of times people are just willing to give them away for either dirt cheap or totally free because they just don't want to deal with it anymore for some reason. I hope that you found this video inspiring and it gives you some ideas of ways that you can manifest some free stuff into your life or furnish your apartment on a great budget. If you like this video, comment down below, let me know, share, subscribe, all that great stuff, and I'll catch you on the next video.